Hey everybody, it's Rob here. We just got a ton of new information from the Gamescom for Vesselfighter. We got a first look at Mercenaries, we got the skill tree, we got the honor system, we got no more breaking of items. I'm going to show you. We have a party finder finally coming, Partyman's Party, into Diablo 4 in October. And so much more stuff. There's an entire blog post, there are several new videos. But first of all, I think the biggest news here is there is going to be some big changes to tempering and bricking with the new endgame. Listen to this.
Again, because there's going to be some new stuff in there, including one very big fan requested feature, which is our scroll of retempering. So no more bricked items.
No more bricking.
Thank
you. Do you hear that? So in the Dark Citadel, one of the new endgame activities, you can get a scroll of retempering, allowing you to completely reset all of your tempering stuff. So man, that's gonna be amazing. So this is like the co-op 2-player dungeon, looks like this. And they showed us actually some gameplay here and some screenshots. You're gonna be fighting like hard bosses. You have to like reflect objects and stuff like that. But with the party finder also being in the game, like just having a 2-player party will not be that huge of an issue. And keep in mind, you also have the mercenaries. They also confirmed more details. Like you can bring mercenary in group, but only the party leader. I strongly suggest you read through this blog and also watch the video. I'm gonna like focus on some of the things here because they are very, very important, and we'll probably make a couple of follow-up videos because there's so many news. Like the live stream was like half an hour, and we have a lot of stuff to go through here in the blog post. So they also showcased the monster families, and I wanted to highlight this. Look how amazing these creatures look.
Associated with Mephisto. They themselves are...
These are the enemies that we'll be fighting in the Vessel of
kind of like a tar-like substance creature born straight out of the depths of hell.
It feels a little twisted. There's a sickness to the area itself.
They look so good.
Humans have ventured into this deep part of the jungle where there's all this poisonous plants and flora. The dregs...
It's like an infected human.
Actually started experimenting with eating these hallucinogens, and it put them into this aggressive psycho.
they smoked so many plants, man. So they went full psychic. Look at that guy.
The dregs were pretty fun because we were able to push more variety in the monster family. You have one of these tall dregs and then half of a body of another dreg on top of it, kind of controlling it and telling it where to go and tossing poisonous bombs.
The atmosphere matters a lot.
When you come across it, it's very memorable.
And then we've also got the area of Tenganse, where you've got the Tenganse Plateau, which is full of these red rocked plateaus and canyons.
Imagine getting up above the land. Those gigantic walls have pockets inside where monsters could live. It offered up a lot of opportunity to bring back a monster family like the Lucuni.
Bringing them back in a new way here is a fully fleshed out monster family with multiple classes.
What a more brute force looks like, what a caster looks like. They are very much apex predators, and we're definitely in their territory.
So the monsters look amazing. The area itself looks amazing. Like look at the graphics shot here that they showed in the beginning. They basically showed like the entire region, the forest, and what you'll be fighting. And it's just super cool to look at that kind of stuff. But they also did show a lot of gameplay and a lot more details about the mercenary skill tree here. You can see the entire skill tree. And just read through some abilities here. Metamorphosis, this is like from the Sorcerer, the Altkin, the Cursed Child, where you can basically transform into this demon that I showed in yesterday's video. And
Hatred, one of the things we are expanding on is the skill tree.
Let's look at this. Like you basically have like multiple options here to choose from. So you can probably choose a base, you go left or you go right, so you have skill points and rapport. So it's like an own skill tree. And there's like, I don't know, like about 20 choices here that you can make for each mercenary. And they also said you can have multiple mercenaries at the same time. I think they show it here in the... when I talk about the arrow mercenary, you can basically have one main mercenary and then also one mercenary as reinforcement that triggers off your attacks. Let's watch this.
For Diablo 3, you had a very basic type of mercenary, but this time you can actually push a little bit more into the skill tree and make the mercenary the way you would want to play.
Going through each mercenary progression arc and outfitting their skill tree so that it's complementary to your character build, I think that's where the fun in the mercenary system really lies.
So very customizable. And they had this, I think it was at the beginning, where they showed the Dark Arrow. Here, Wes Warwind on the mercenary as well, and this guy is spinning so fast.
You can take one of the mercenary skills and attach it to one of your
So this is the reinforcement. You take a skill, you attach it to one of your other skills. So you see here, the ability will cast when the player casts rapid fire. And now watch this clip. It looks amazing. And this just makes the barbarian, the OG, the real barbarian, look like an old man, while the lady mercenary barbarian is way stronger. Look at this.
Powers, so that when you use that skill, it calls them in to do a specific skill.
With the mercenaries for...
Look at that speed of the whirlwind. So this rogue here shoots a rain of arrows, and then look at this Beyblade spinning. Yo, it's so fast. Like, it's way faster, like way better than the barbarian, like than the original class. Like, I don't know, man. Like, we just full support. Look at that guy spin. One last time. Like, look, it's like auto-aiming everything and it's like moving at the speed of light. So where's that on the barbarian, please? Like, a mercenary only, guys. But yeah, whirlwind on the mercenary. So it looks like the mercenary will also be able to proc, like, you know, status effects, such as bleeding on the enemy. So if you have this mercenary, you don't have to proc bleeding yourself, for example, because this mercenary is already doing it for you. And again, you can bring, as a party leader, you can bring the mercenary into the party yourself. And then they talked about the new endgame activities. So the way this works, there are two endgame activities that are coming, a minimum, the two that we know about. It's the Dark Citadel, which is a co-op dungeon, and it is the Undercity, which they also talk about here in a second, which is a timed dungeon. And in the Dark Citadel, again, with the party finder, you can find parties. You need to be 2 players to enter. There's going to be different objects. We're going to watch here the footage. There's different bosses to beat, and there are cosmetic and cool rewards to get. You can't pay for them. They are not pay to win. You can only farm them as they sound. And you also have different currencies that can spawn goblins and all these kind of crazy things. And you get this scroll of unbricking here. Let's listen in to what they have to say here.
The Dark Citadel is a new in-game feature that's coming in Vessel of Hatred. It's an entirely cooperative player experience. All the mechanics within it are based around you working together with your party members to solve the challenges and face the first Khazra hordes within.
One of the outcomes of the Mage Wars is this giant crater and all the souls that were kind of lost in it from those wars.
The goal of the first Khazra, who are kind of the original Khazra, they're using the powers within the citadel found within this crater to perform experiments to try and bring back their dark god.
Only recently, people have started going missing. They head into the Khazra region, they disappear, never to be seen again. So it's clear that whatever they're planning is about to come to fruition, and your job as the players to get in there and stop it.
Citadels are a place where we take what is the best part of Diablo, combat, and we test it in a different way, which is adding in cooperative mechanics that you have to manage on top of that.
For example, a boss has an attack, and as a player, you have to collect an item that allows you to reflect the attack back at him. So there's a little bit of a Twitch level mechanic there where you actually have to time your reaction shot.
Dude, that guy is like playing baseball, man, with that mechanic. So that's pretty cool, actually. These are like the kind of boss mechanics that aren't boring,
Boss has an
that are actually like
as
engaging.
a player, you have to collect.
You see, like, he's collecting this ball, and then he's like reflecting this ball by attacking it, and then like reflecting the boss attack back to the boss, damaging it in the process. And these are probably like the kind of types of activities that you have to work together with your
when
team.
you get multiple people in there, we're each responsible for reflecting that shot once, so we all have to sort of master the timing of that move. You can't do that kind of thing without coordinating as a team, and that's sort of the example of what's...
And this is super cool, like, especially then with the party finder that's coming up, where you can actually look for dungeons. This is also coming to the core game, to Eternal Realm. If you're not buying expansion, it also works, and you can do this for normal dungeons, for whispers, for everything, basically.
Citadel gameplay.
Let's see the rewards now.
When designing the Citadel, we designed a lot of really cool bosses. And so one of the things that we did is we took that design and made like armor sets for each of the classes. That way you feel like you took their armor and you feel like you're wearing a little bit of them after your victory.
So you defeat the boss and then you get the armor cosmetic of the boss. So hopefully there's going to be like, you know, some challenging bosses with some really cool armor. And then, man, when you finally see, you know, like an epic looking warrior in Kyovashad, It's not like because he's dual wielding his Visa and his Master credit card. It's because he actually is playing the game rather than paying $80 for a horse, right? Like he actually defeated the hard bosses to earn this armor. This is like a massive W.
We also have a currency that's dedicated to the Citadel where as you play through.
And then here, do you see this? Like on top of this, you get a currency if you complete the Citadel. And one of the things here is a consumable that makes you summon a treasure goblin, and this is every 30 seconds you can do this. So that's gonna be insane. Like, I mean, if 4 people can summon a goblin every 30 seconds, like you get a goblin like every 8 seconds, right? It's gonna be insane.
As you play through, a vendor can be interactive.
Man, look at this Necromancer armor. Holy! That's sick, yo.
To buy custom cosmetics that are unique to the Citadel.
Yes.
You can play with 2 people, but the ideal experience is for 4. In order to facilitate that,
4 players,
we've
boys.
built an all-new Party Finder feature.
Yes.
And the community has been pretty vocal about wanting this for a long time.
So wait, what is he filtering for? Boss fights, so you can do like boss rotations for the Uber bosses in this Party Finder. Other, okay, dungeons, season events. Open world exploration? Wait, where do you see Torment 1?
The ideal experience is for 4. In order to
I didn't see this.
facilitate that, we've built an all-new Party Finder feature. And the community has been pretty vocal about wanting this for a long time. It made a lot of sense.
Yeah, might be hell type, but it's exploration.
To us to pair
But that's a big W
with this new Citadel mode.
It really is an activity that's
I don't know where you saw
geared towards people who love to play together
I mean, the difficulty system is in need of an overhaul, I guess.
with their friends or
How
with
powerful we've
strangers
become.
and enjoy that cooperative gameplay.
Maybe that means Torment 1.
I cannot wait for players to get into the world. I'm really just excited for people to see all the little hidden storytelling elements.
Okay, that's pretty much the first endgame activity. So this is the Dark Citadel and all the rewards. And then they also talk, let me see if I can find this real quick, about another endgame activity. And so right after here in the panel, this was live from Gamescom just a couple minutes ago.
And at times I log on and a buddy's not there or whatever. Now I can fill that gap. And
They're hyped about the Party Finder.
who needs friends anymore, right? So, there was a lot in that. I want to talk specifically first about the Dark Citadel because as a guy that's into his endgame activities, that's a really creative way to bring players together and actually work things out. So tell us what actually will players have to do inside Dark Citadel to earn some rewards, get through it alive?
So it's really a unique model for us.
So here they kept talking about this, but they also added a second, I'm not quite sure where this is like in the stream, but I'm just going to talk about it. So they added some second endgame activity, which is basically going to be called the Undercity. And these are going to be like timed dungeons, maybe similar to like, you know, Greater Rifts in Diablo 3, where you only have a certain amount of time to beat the bosses, or to beat like, you know, the monsters and the boss. And you also get like tributes there that you can choose the dungeon. Basically, if you want it to be harder, then it's going to be more difficult, but you're also going to get more rewards. So it sounded like pretty rewarding when they talked about it. Again, this is the Undercity. And then they also talked about some major updates coming to progression. So, you know, we have the Paragon system, and Rod Ferguson basically said that we can expect a major change coming to the entire progression system. They mentioned Paragons in particular. Like, we know we're going to get new glyphs, we know we're going to get new Paragon boards. And he compared the shift that is coming to character progression with Season 4 itemization revamp. And if you're looking at the itemization revamp, I mean, they basically changed everything about the itemization. So I'm kind of expecting like a big change to the way that Paragons work. They said they don't want like to make it more complicated, but they want to give you like basically more options to choose from and stuff. So one thing we know for a fact is that there are unique glyphs coming. This has been said in the previous blog post. So you guys remember we had this Tears of Blood glyph, so there's going to be probably similar legendary unique glyphs coming to the boards, and we also know that there's new Paragon boards coming to the entire game. So as well as new skills, of course. So this also is like goes into character progression, I guess. We'll see what we're gonna get on all the different classes. They still haven't said this yet, but there's still more days of Gamescom left. So yeah, there is just a lot of stuff here going on in general with Diablo, and I'm super excited to see. We can also see and look here at the footage. I'm going to link the blog post and also the full trailer in the description. You can see the people here, they are blasting at the Gamescom right now here in Germany. I'll be there tomorrow as well, and I'll be playing. Maybe I'll do an IRL stream. And you can see here when they are zooming in at the PCs here, that they are playing the level 30 version, and this looks like they are playing Spiritborn, and this looks to be very similar to the demo that I and other content creators got to play here level 30 at HQ in Blizzard. So I'm kind of expecting this to be the same demo, maybe a bit more polished, but this is probably the last time we will be able to get our hands on the Spiritborn before the big launch in October. So if you're at Gamescom, maybe check it out. Spiritborn plays fantastic. I hope I get another chance. I'll keep you updated. No seats. Yeah, I mean, like, come on. Like, you can. This is like a 20 minutes, I think they said. And you can see here, they can choose between the 4 different builds that are available. Oh yeah, the booth is looking fantastic. They have like a big booth going on there. And this is like how the cinematic experience looked. I think, yeah, here you see this is like a tweet from Adam. This is like from the outside, so there's like a lot of cool stuff. People actually cosplaying the Spiritborn. And yeah, again, I'll be there tomorrow. We'll be streaming. It's gonna be fun. And then one last thing here. The Mother's Blessing event is still not live. And there's been a new post from Adam Fletcher this morning that it's probably not gonna get fixed today, guys. It's probably gonna take until tomorrow before we have the XP and the gold buff. But then I think they also said that they're gonna, you know, if it starts 2 days later, they're also gonna make it last 2 days longer. So you guys are not missing out on any of the time for this Mother's Blessing XP event. But either way, my friends, I'm super excited about all the things that are to come. I'll probably make some more detailed videos. There's a lot more details here, and people are already figuring out some stuff that was in the footage, and I think the endgame activities look amazing. I can't wait to learn more. I really want to know about the class skills. So I'm expecting next days there's going to be more information, hopefully coming out for Vessel of Hatred. No more bricking. That's the best, man. Yes. No more bricking. Guys, let's go. No more bricking. Oh my god, man. Dreams do come true. Yeah, what is this? Torment 1? Oh, Torment 1. Okay, so it also seems like new difficulties then. I don't know, Torment 1. Yeah, that's gonna be... Yeah, there it is. Torment 1. We'll see. Let's go. I hope you enjoyed the overview, my friends. I'll see you soon. GG. If you liked this video, make sure to subscribe, leave a like or a comment. I'm also live on Twitch almost every day, so come and say hi.